A very tough game. Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. And today we're going to be doing our Coventry City Huddersfield Town preview. Sorry it's going to be posted quite late tonight, but at least it's posted. But yeah, in this game, as you can tell, is one of the toughest. It's going to be one of the toughest games we're going to get in this season, that's for sure. Huddersfield looked like a really strong side, and last time we played them, they were like a little bit poor but decent at the same time. And yeah, we drew 0-0 in the last meeting, but or 1-1. I think it was 0-0, 1-1. But yeah, this game is going to be very tough. You know, Huddersfield Town are 4th. But honestly, their playoffs, they've made playoffs, so they're in the playoffs. They don't have anything to play for, apart from they sort of do, because they want to be, you know, playing. They probably want to get 3rd, so they can play 6th, which is looking a little bit shaky with Sheffield United, with them being 1-0 down at the time of recording. It's like 40th minutes and 1-0 QPR. So that's been a bit shaky, you know, with Middlesbrough win, maybe. If Middlesbrough win tomorrow, Middlesbrough could overtake Sheffield United going into the last game. But yeah, Huddersfield Town don't really have much really to play for. They've cemented themselves in the playoffs. We are not getting playoffs. We're mathematically able to. We're 6 points off with 2 games to go, but are we? No. So we're not really playing for anything. The boys can just go out there, express themselves. Could be one of Hamer's last games. This could be his penultimate game. He hasn't been really in talks at the moment with any club, which I'm very happy about, with what just coming up to May. So I'm very happy about that. But all we've got to do is crack on with this Huddersfield game, and this game's going to be tough. The only thing that gives me a tiny bit of hope is that we're playing at home, and playing at home is, you know, it's our fortress. You know, Rico, CBS Arena is our fortress, and we look good there. But honestly, if we can sign a few players, maybe next season, this time next season, we could be in the shout of playoffs, maybe even automatics. But I'll get onto my table prediction in about a few months' time. That'll be a corker, that's for sure. But yeah, Huddersfield Town, very good. Lee Nichols was I don't know why Championship did their team of the season, team of the season 2 games early, but really got a big insight of who has been the team of the season. And Lee Nichols was in goal. He was in goal for team of the season. So well done to Lee. Well done, mate. But yeah, we've slipped down to around 10th. You know, that's where we usually were for a while. You know, we were 3rd at one point in the season. We were joint 1st when we beat Peterborough 3-0 on a Friday night. And now we're 10th. So we're never going to sustain that brilliant start. But can we end on a high? Can we beat Huddersfield and then go into their last game against Stoke, get another win, get up to 69 points, which will be good for us. You know, it's nearly 1 point off 70, and it's 69. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm not really, I don't know, I just want to play. I just want to have a good game. You know, Huddersfield Town already cemented playoffs. We've cemented mid-table. So not too much riding on this game. It's not one of those games like Blackburn, Bournemouth, when both teams have something to play for. It's not like Fulham, Luton. But yeah, Huddersfield Town will probably win this game, and honestly, I don't really mind if they do. If they do, they do. That means we've been beaten by the better side. If we can get a point out of them, and even get a win, because we are good against the hard teams. If we can get a win over Huddersfield Town, mate, anything can happen. If we can have a sort of a chance getting playoffs in the last game of the week, last game of the season, then I'll take it. But yeah, it's been an interesting season, that's for sure. My season summary will come up probably either the end of the season or end of playoffs. Not too sure. I'll need to see what you want to do. If I should have a season summary like next Sunday, next Monday, or should I have a season summary whenever the player final is? After the player final, might do after the player final because it makes more sense. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. You know, Huddersfield Town, honestly, they take a bow. They have been brilliant all season. Currently they sit 4th on 76 points, and I was saying in my predictions, yeah, we're 11th actually at the moment because QPR are winning, 1-0. But yeah, Huddersfield Town are 4th, cemented themselves in the playoffs. They are mathematically in the playoffs. Yeah, so no team can get there. They definitely got 4th or 5th, maybe even 6th. No, 3rd even. Maybe even 2nd. Yeah, Huddersfield have a chance, you know. But they played one more game then, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. But yeah, Huddersfield Town have won tremendous form. 4 wins in their last 5 and a draw, so they haven't lost at least in their last 5. Coventry City were a bit of a tricky run, you know. We're always going to go into this run, and I think we've come out the run pretty well, considering, you know, going into the run playing Fulham, playing Bournemouth, playing Blackburn, and all those sort of teams, West Brom in there as well. And yeah, I think we came out of that pretty well. And you know, we can see we drew to West Brom 0-0. With sorry, I didn't do review or preview for that. I don't know why I did not do that. I was too busy editing that video, that football challenge video. But you know, we got a draw against West Brom, which is pretty good. We got a loss against Bournemouth, which is understandable, but they were clinical. I said it in my review. They weren't brilliant, Bournemouth. They were just clinical. Then we got 2 wins, Birmingham and Fulham, and we looked pretty good then. And then we had a loss, but that's understandable. Who did we lose to? Let me see. Forest, which is understandable, to be fair. So we went into the run playing Blackburn, Forest, Fulham, Birmingham, Bournemouth, and West Brom, and now Huddersfield. What we got? We got a point, 4 points, 7 points, 8 points out of possible 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 points. Now 21 actually. So we've got 8 points out of possible 21 against what? One of the least the top 10, apart from Birmingham at the top 10, and West Brom. So around top 15 instead of Birmingham. But yeah, we went into a run and it was a bit scary. You know, we had the likes of Fulham, the Bournemouth, had the top 3 there. And then we have the top 4. And then we had, you know, Forest in there, which is really good sign. They beat us 2-0 fair and square, to be fair. But now we come out the run, second last game of the season. We go out the run again. Now we've got Stoke next weekend, the last game of the week, the last game of the season. And yes, let's hope we can get at least a point against Huddersfield Town. We're at home, as I said. The winning probability goes in our favour, but I don't know why and how. Huddersfield are clearly better than us. I know our home form is pretty good, but still, we are definitely the underdogs going into this game. Should we get into my predictions? And I've gone for... Alright, so Moore in goal, Hyam, Rose and McFadden, Kane, Sheaf, Allen, Hamer and Matson, O'Hare and Gyökeres up front. Yeah, you know, we that's a good team. We should get at least a job against Huddersfield. They do look good, Huddersfield, and they literally shrugged off Middlesbrough 2-0 a few days ago. It was like last Monday. Really good result there. And they played a game on the weekend. But yeah, I think that lineup can do something. They beat Barnsley on the 22nd of April. Yeah, so they look good. That team could beat this Huddersfield Town side. I'm not saying it will, but it could. But yes, this game is going to be interesting, going to be fascinating. My score predictions, you already saw it in the yesterday's 1-2 on Huddersfield, and I'll go into more depth now why I said that. I did put 1-1, and we did, the last game we played against them was 1-1, I think. Let me see. I think it was 1-1, I believe. Yeah, it's 1-1. Yeah, 11th of December. Oh my god, a 93rd minute equaliser. Wow. And we dominated again. The thing is, when we went there, we had 22 shots, 12 on target. They only had 10 shots. We dominated them away from home, but now they're on a massive run of form. Really good wins here and there. Beating teams we're not really looking for them to win. Last season they were doing all right. They weren't doing the greatest, but now look at them. They're high flying. It's unreal. Let me see where they were last season, because what they've done now is absolutely fantastic. They ended 20th. And now they're 4th. They've done a Barnsley. Honestly, this is a bit of a coincidence. So Barnsley survived on their last game of the season last week, 2 seasons ago. And then the season after, they got into the playoffs, about 5th, 6th. They lost in the semi-finals of the playoffs, and now they're relegated. We're going to see a similar thing with Huddersfield. You know, they just survived, not really just survived, but they ended 20th last season. They're now ending the playoffs this season. Are they going to lose in the semi-finals to then get relegated next season? I don't know. Coincidence, I say not, because Huddersfield I think are a bit better than Barnsley. But yeah, is that a thing? You know, Huddersfield fans, are you a bit worried about that? You know, I wouldn't be worried about that, because Huddersfield are way better than Barnsley. Barnsley's manager left, their best player left. But yeah, is that actually going to happen? Is that a possibility with Huddersfield? I don't know. I think they are capable of getting to they're in the playoffs. They're capable of getting to the final. They're capable of getting to the Premier League. But if they don't, is that a bit of a worry? Let me know in the comments if you think so. But that wraps up the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.